What up, CATRP crew? Today we're gonna see if we can sell 500 games on Amazon. We're gonna improve our Amazon listing processes and we're gonna answer some viewer questions. So let's dive right in. So this video is actually gonna be over the course of 2 days. Tomorrow is gonna be the main listing day where we won't list any games today and we're gonna try to start fresh tomorrow and get 500 done in 1 day. Our record was 400 and that was done last week. It went right down to the end and that'll be in the time frame of basically 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. with lunch break included in there. So it's about, what, 6 hours of actual listing time between me, Alpal, and Matt. So we've got all of these games prepped and we're also gonna improve our systems and organization. And let me talk about that here in a sec. So we've had this idea for a while and it's been a work in progress, but Matt has done these shelves. They got brackets underneath, so they're 2 deep now, can fit about 1,300 games on a shelf. And we've still been going through our Game Barn games where we've got 50,000 games on the main channel. If you didn't see that, you'll have to check it out. But basically what's happening is we're sending 50 games at a time through the Echo Master machine, and I got that paused right now. It's on disc 25 of 50. This is another system improvement that we recently made and this was a viewer suggestion, so thank you. We added stickers to show which type of cleaning the disc needs. So these are all light, the greens. The yellows are medium. The reds are deep. So it's kind of foolproof, and the good thing is we also have the empty cases on the shelf. So Alpal did all this yesterday, got a whole shelf ready to fully implement our system, but you can see light, light, light. So the front spindle, these are the 50 games right there. Those are the lights of the front one. And then the next spindle is this one, and so on. And then medium, the front spindle is the top. So it's a great system because we used to kind of have to search for the cases. They were kind of up there in random order. So this has really improved that. It's obvious, but sometimes you don't notice the obvious things until you really take a step back and look at your process. So think about how you can do that in your own business, how you can improve things. But the other thing we've been doing is this shelf right here has been where we've been putting cleaned discs. And we want to kind of refine this a little bit because it's not, the shelves aren't labeled. You don't exactly know what is what unless you know. So we're going to try to have it be foolproof yet again so somebody new could come in and understand. So I added this green sticker right here just this morning. That means these are all going to be very good condition games ready for Amazon. Fresh cases, everything that they need to be listed on Amazon, complete condition. And then we're gonna put a key up here. So green equals very good, yellow equals good, and red equals acceptable. They're all list ready, meaning the discs have been cleaned if they made it to this shelf, but also the cases have been replaced and everything about them is good to go. That's gonna be the idea of that shelf. And then this shelf is gonna fully turn into like Amazon unprocessed games. Once we clear these off, Matt's gonna put brackets or reinforcements under those so that we don't get the bowing in the shelves as much. But this one's good to go. So I'm gonna fill this one today and hopefully get a ton of games ready to be listed tomorrow. But before we get to that, you need to stay tuned for this part. I gotta tell you about our video sponsor, XYAB. If you sell video games online or really anywhere, you need to be using XYAB. I found out about this website a few months back and it has honestly changed my business. They're incredible, and let me tell you why. I purchased so many things from them already, including replacement batteries for like all handheld systems, Pokemon games, etc. 72-pin connectors for the Nintendo, disc drives for PS2, PS3, controller charging cables, HDMI cables, power cords for all systems, Wii door replacements, DS styluses, and so much more. These things are literally in my order history, and I purchased so many more than just these. This site is a game changer. If you sell video games part-time or full-time, use my link down below to get $50 off your first order and get connected with the best video game supplier in the business. You won't regret it. It changed my business and I'll be using them forever. So go sign up. But now, let's get back to the video. So one part in our system that we're still not sure of as the disc cleaner runs, we got to get those discs cleaning, is at what point should we replace the cases? So 1, 2, 3, these 3 rows right here are discs that are in varying condition. A lot of them will be very good. And the discs have been cleaned, but the question is, should the cases be replaced as they get to this point? Or should we replace the cases as we're deciding or putting them on this shelf for which condition they're gonna fit into. So my thought right now is that it still will make sense to replace the cases and then put them in their proper condition area. So the green's gonna be very good. This will probably be green up here. That'll be very good. And, you know, once the condition is checked and the case is replaced, they make it to this shelf. We could decide that something is off here. Basically, we're trying to improve, you know, seconds, microseconds of the process every time we do it, so that the next time we're saving minutes, and then the next time, the next year, we're saving hours. If you have thoughts, let us know. But that's kind of how it works right now. What's up, guys? It's the next morning, actually 6 a.m. this morning. Got a pretty early start, and the first thing I like to do is come out here to the Echo Master and check on the discs, bring them over to their cases, get them in their cases, and then I'm going to show you guys an improvement in the process that Alpal brought up yesterday, and we'll go from there. So it looks like the water filter has to be changed. It has to be changed about, gosh, I don't know, once every 500 discs. So every 10 runs or so, give or take. That definitely adds some time, but I can see that these discs were done on a light clean, so I know as I'm going through, if any need a deeper clean, then I'll just throw them to the medium stack. We'll move the cases down appropriately. But basically I'm gonna go through these, make sure that they look really good. Obviously, like this one looks flawless. We just kind of take them off, put them on, and then once they're all down, we'll flip them over, and then they'll be in exact order, likely of this row of cases. I'll throw them all in the cases, and then once we get the cases to this point, I'm actually going to organize by condition at this step of the process, where normally I would have just thrown all the cases on top of each other and organized by condition later. I think this will reduce friction and increase efficiency a little bit to organize them at this point. Okay, so here's the current system, all the discs in the cases that I was looking at the condition of the case and then making stacks accordingly. So very good condition, all of these are good to go. The only hiccup in the process is that, like, if a case is good but needs a little bit of cleaning, I didn't have a good setup for that, and I'm not sure if this is the point to do that. It probably is, but we'll get that dialed in the future. Always improving, as always, guys. And then these cases all need replacing, and these gains are in very good condition. Then we got good condition, meaning they're missing the manual. These cases are fine, and then this one needs to be replaced. This is acceptable, so this is a generic cover art, and that's fine. And then these are all like different descriptions, like multiple discs or steelbook case or other things like that, but all the cases are fine right there. So this definitely helps in the process, because we used to just stack them all together regardless of condition or completeness. So that part of this process happened later, but I think this is definitely going to save some time. So now this stack I can bring right over to our very good shelf, and I'll show you guys that new setup. We did get that fully working yesterday. It may not look like much, but this is a thing of beauty. You can see the key is up here, so very good, good and acceptable. And we also got whatnot, and then multi-disc to the right. So multi-disc very good over here. We have one description that fits all of these games, so you can control V quick while listing, and you don't have to do extra clicks or anything. And that's why we list by condition, because as you're going through a stack of very good games, you just got to control V the same description every time, and it takes like no time at all. You don't have to think about it. So all of these are very good, complete condition, and these cartridges are very good condition. As far as the cartridges go, we've got one description for that. So top three, you can see, are labeled green. Very excited about this. Obviously, we're in fantastic shape. We're not normally going to have all three of these full, but man, we're trying to list 500 games today. So we've really been preparing. And then you can see yellow for the next row. That means good condition, no manual. And on cartridges, that means they've got a little bit of wear. And then probably the next one will be yellow as well. And then red on the next, and probably another red, and then on the bottom is going to be whatnot, buy it now. So maybe they have condition issues that we feel like we can't list on Amazon, or their rank is a bit too poor that we don't want to list, and those will go to whatnot, buy it nows. And just a quick note, I like having just a key up here with stickers, because, you know, we're going to need a different amount of green, yellow, or red at any given time. So all you got to do If you need more yellow, just throw a yellow over this as it empties and then fill it up with good condition games instead of very good. So it's very versatile. I like that about it. And we're definitely onto something here. We used to just put all of the games, all of the clean ones, like on these 3 shelves. We didn't know which condition they were in or if they needed case swapping. So this is gonna be much better. Once they make it to the green shelf here, they're fully done. So I like that. That means list ready. Matt or whoever is listing has to do no other steps in the listing process. And I'm pretty excited about that. So we still have some good. You can see we put a G there. This is kind of the old system, but we're gonna throw these into this shelf and implement the new system fully. He's gonna reinforce the middle of these shelves today, put some brackets down there. And these are still like fully unprocessed. So I don't know what this shelf is going to turn into. It might just turn into fully unprocessed Amazon games because we have so many. I'll show you guys the other one. So on this side, we still got to make it so that the workflow makes sense on all these shelves. But right now, you can see we got Amazon overflow right here. All these have been scanned through. They meet our rank criteria. They meet the price criteria. And we've decided that they're worth selling on Amazon. Now we just have to check the discs, make sure everything else is good to go. Question of the day from a viewer on the last time we did this, we did 300 games in a day, and that question was, when listing on Amazon, what is the maximum rank that you prefer to send in? So for those that don't know, on Amazon, each category has ranks. The lower the rank, the faster it sells. So rank number 1 is the fastest selling item. It sells the most times in the day. So like Switch games, PS5 games, PS5 console, those are gonna have really low ranks. The higher the rank, the slower it sells. General rules of thumb for us is we like to stay below 70,000 in rank, really below 50,000. Right now we've been experimenting with sending in games in very good condition from 70,000 to 100,000 in rank to see if they sell. Some of the bigger sellers that I've talked to, 7-figure sellers and beyond, have said that they'll send in games with much higher ranks than we do. So we're gonna experiment with it and see if they sell. So it is 10:56. We started at about 9:15 listing, and we've added a second listing computer. So we have 150 games done. Alpal is on shipping duty and he's on bagging duty. We put our jewel case games in these bubbles so that they don't crack when the customer gets them, because most likely Amazon's just throwing that inside of a different bubble envelope. So at least we have some extra protection. So he's doing that, and we've just been putting all of those over there to him so that we can just continue listing. But this is cool because we've never done 2 listing computers before. The thing that's tough with AccelerList, the disk cleaner's going too, so that's always happening, is that you can only use like 1 printer. So to work around that, we got a little switcher which is connected to each of our computers, and we can just hit this button and print all the labels. We're each doing about 5 at a time, and when you hit the button, it remembers them all and just prints them out. So we're both listing this time instead of just Matt, which is awesome. Last time we did this, last week, we didn't have like enough games for both of us to list, and like I had to swap out cases the whole day, but we did that in advance this time, so we just have so many games to be listed. I think we might be able to do this thing at 500. So we're getting close. As far as our pace goes, it's better than ever before. Our systems are getting better, we're improving, and we're getting a lot of high dollar games listed too, which is exciting. All of these, man, like almost all of them, got cases swapped out, and I'm making really good progress. So Alpal is getting the shipment done. He's waiting respectfully with the incredibly loud tape dispenser. I'm gonna let you do that now. Nailed it. The final results are in for the day. So 3:15 we ended, so 6 hours, 9:15 to 3:15, including about an hour lunch break in there. So about 5 hours of work time for the 3 of us, and we averaged 100 games per hour. Pretty amazing. We definitely did really well. 501 games sent to Amazon. We met the goal. We refined the process quite a lot from the last time, and I'm curious to see if we can get like 600, 700. You know, like how far can we go with this? If we get all the right kinds of games, we'll see what our absolute max can be. I don't think we're there yet. 54 games ready for Whatnot, so that's thing to factor in. That bottom shelf there is all what not prepared, priced, good to go. Stuff that just didn't make sense for Amazon. 12 items prepared for eBay. So some of these items over here that can't be sold on Amazon or just make more sense for eBay, like these AGS 101 Game Boys in acceptable condition. I want to be able to show pictures of those, make sure the buyer knows what they're getting. And then the total value listed, $9,502.39 on Amazon. That's an average sales price of 19 bucks. So lower average for us typically. I think our overall like actual sold average on Amazon is usually around 40 bucks. On eBay, it's over 100 bucks right now for the year, but we sell a lot less amount of items on eBay. So success, you know, it was a really good day. Again, if you have questions, please put them down below. We'd love to answer them in the next video. And if you have any suggestions, we've implemented a few from viewers, and we appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.